Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Guru Stotram. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darsitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Stavaram Jangamam Yaptam Yatkim Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darsitam Yena Sri Gurave Namaha. Chinmayam Vyapi Yat Sarvam Trailokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darsitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Amadeva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Gurudeva Deva. Let's do Gita Jhanam, first and the last sloka. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Graditam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Varshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadasadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandhadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshinim. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedaisanga Padakramo Panishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Jhanavastita Tadgadena Manasa Pasyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidussura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Ahantva Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Ma Suchaha. Today it looks like our last day for this summer. So I had to go from 4th chapter to the 18th chapter. We were doing the essence of Gita. So if that is understood, the whole Gita is understood, whole Vedanta is understood. That I said is Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavihi, Brahmagnyau, Brahmanahutam, Brahmaiva tena gantavyam, Brahma karma samadhina. And I said that is intended for a grihastha. So this is all for us. Now, in that sloka, there is a karta, there is a karma, there is a kriya, there is a karaka and phala. All are embedded in that sloka. Brahma Arpanam. Arpanam is karyakam, the instrument for yajna. So in the yajna, there is a yajnakarta who is doing the yajna. and the action is kriya. So there is a karta, karma and kriya, karaka. And why are you doing? There is some benefit that you want to do. Therefore, there is a phalam. And all five together are considered. But since we are not doing any nowadays, no Nitya Agni is being done. So we have to apply that to our own lives. So this has to be understood in a day-to-day life. If we understand it, we understand Bhagavad Gita. So that's why I'm emphasizing it, because this is the essence of Gita itself. Although we chant this only for meals, it is taking food through the mouth. That's what we are talking about. That's only one karmendriya and jnanendriya involved there. But all food that is you are taking for five senses involves transaction in the world. So therefore, anything that you put in or anything that you give out, five karmendriyas and jnanendriyas are involved in any action. So there is always, from morning to evening, day in and day out, activities are involved, pravritti or nivritti. And in the process, these five essential ingredients are involved. So we always do action here, coming, and continuously the life goes on. Life is continuous actions. Now, you have to apply this sloka here with clear understanding in my day-to-day actions until it becomes natural. So a jnani is the one who does automatically the same thing, and a seeker is the one who applies this and does it with deliberately. So that's all the difference until it becomes natural. So what should I do? It says in every action, it says just as the sloka says, Brahma arpanam brahmahavihi brahma agnyam brahma nangutam brahmaiva tena gantavyam brahma karma samadhina. Says the doer is Brahma, the karta is Brahma. Karta is Brahma. That means when I am performing an action, I have to invoke that I am not really individual as ego performing the action, but it is the Brahman himself is performing the action. Follow? Now I had to apply, I had to feel, not only that, it is he performing through these equipments, therefore it is his action. Using the instruments that are using in performing the action, that's also him only. So everything that are involved in the karta, karma, kriya, karaka, all instruments, everything that I am doing in every time, in any action, that becomes yajna. As indicated, that means I had to recognize in my day-to-day activities, what I am dealing with is Brahman, what I am doing is Brahman, and instruments with which I am dealing is Brahman, and for what sake? For Brahman's sake only. Phalam is also Brahman. It doesn't belong to me anymore. Belong to me in the sense of an ego. If that can be understood and applied, that is Vedanta. That is understanding as a fact. Until then, it is a upasana, or it is actually imposed as a discipline, as an abhyasa. But it becomes natural when I understood the fact, because Brahman is everything. That's how the scripture says, right? The whole thing is nothing but Brahman. Brahman means infinite. There cannot be anything other than Brahman. And therefore, if I am seeing something other than the Brahman, it's only a superimposition for purpose of transactions. Just as ring is different from gold, appears to be. Bangle is different, ring is different, but everything is only gold only in ring form and a bangle form and a necklace form. Therefore, I had to imagine or I had to understand that what I am doing with all in my transactions is nothing but Brahman only in different forms. Therefore, all my negative tendencies automatically will drop out if I realize that it is Brahman that I am dealing with. I cannot be jealous, I cannot be greedy, I cannot be selfish as I want this and not you and so on. All those things automatically, because everything is Brahman only, there cannot be any differences anymore. And that understanding has to sink in my day-to-day activities. Then only the sloka becomes alive. And until then, I had to practice. I told you, starting from the morning, at least end in the end, before you go to sleep, these two has to be invoked in your mind. I am going to deal with the Brahman whole day. All my schedules are there, but in every thing that I am going to do, appointments, I am previously say, oh Lord, I had to see your presence there. So if I do that as a training, it becomes natural. Not only that, you will only be acting rather than reacting to the situation. You will be acting as best as it requires because you are doing for Brahman only. So that has to be understood clearly. Then every other slokas is essentially expansion of the same concept depending upon the degree in which one is evolving. So you say, I cannot see Brahman. Okay, see the Ishvara. So, Ishvararpita buddhi becomes a karma yoga now. I am offering to the Ishvara everything. It's difficult for me to stand apart as I am not a doer. Okay, take a doership, but offer it to the Lord. Until you recognize I am not even an actor, I am not even a doer, even the kartrutva bhavam is also dropped out slowly as I get into this more and more. So, who is a jnani? A jnani is the one who sees everything is nothing but Brahman only. Who is that Brahman? I am that Brahman, because there is not can be something different me and then Brahman. Brahman means infinite. So there is no differentiation of any kind of that in the mind. He is a jnani. Okay? Everybody understood, right? But let that not be remembered. The first class, Mr. Jones and the rat. I understood, but my neighbor doesn't understand I am a Brahman. That comes because this understanding, after the class is over, we are back to the same. Now I'm going to give you a litmus test in terms of how much I myself evolved. This is not meant for trying to evaluate other people whether he has realized or not. So what is the sign of realization? These are final five, because today is last day, last class. What is the sign that I have realized? Because we all understand everything is Brahman also. We have attended so many Gita classes, so many Upanishad classes, everything Tattvamasi has been explained so many ways and all that. We all understood. But what happened? We understood in the class, right? So what exactly real understanding as an understanding as a fact compared to understanding as an understanding as a thought? And called paroksha jnanam. So only, yes, I understood this Bhagavad Gita. I already went through so many. Now I had to sit down and meditate. On what? On Brahman. What is Brahman? I am. So I'm trying to find out myself. Where are you trying to find out? In the seat of meditation? No, I need experience of Brahman. I have understood. Now I want to sit down and experience. People talk. But what is an experience? In any experience, there is an experiencer and experienced and an experiencing. They're called a triputi or triad is there. As long as there is, I am seeking for experience of some Brahman, you will never get it. Because Brahmarpanam means what? You are Brahman. What do I have to do to know that I am there? You remember I told you in the pitch dark room, are you there? Yes, I am. How do you know? What do you mean, how do you know? I know. How? I don't need to know how, I know. Because it is a self-evident fact that I am there. Are you conscious? Of course I am conscious. That's what scripture is telling you. You are a conscious entity and existent entity. Then what is it that you are looking for? I am looking for Ananda. Happiness, right? From morning to evening, I'm running here, because there is happiness is there, not here, therefore I'm going there. So the rat race is only for, I want to be happy, I want to be happy. When I get what I want, I am temporarily happy, then I find I am still an inadequate person, I am longing for some more happiness, some more things for happy. So I want all being coming in, I want this, I want that, I want that, I want to become infinite by adding finite things, which can never happen. Logical, right? Finite, by adding finite cannot be infinite. So how can I be happy? Says scripture, you are already happy. So the litmus test is that. What is litmus test? Litmus test is, I am not depending on my happiness on something other than myself. That is the litmus test. No one has to tell you you are realized, and other people will tell you that you are not realized. Also. Particularly your wife or spouse, they will tell you, I don't know you are right, I don't know you have been going to Chinmaya mission, nothing has been changed. That's what I've been learning, I won't change at all. I am changeless entity, that's what they are teaching also. So what exactly is, my happiness doesn't depend on something other than myself. Atmanyeva atmana tushtaha. He is the Sita Prajna. Right? That's what Krishna's statement is. It means I don't depend on anything outside me for my happiness. So outside may be conducive or not conducive, comfortable or uncomfortable. Things that I like or things that I don't like, it does not matter to me anymore. I am always happy because I am Brahman. I understood. That is understanding as a fact. Otherwise, Mr. Jones also understood, I am a man and I'm not a rat, but he's afraid whether the cat will understand he's a man or not a rat. Does it depend upon cats now? Does it depend upon my neighbors appreciating I am Brahman or not? People may be abusing me or not, but I know I am Brahman. That firm abidance in the knowledge that I am indeed Brahman is, or expressed as, my not dependence on anything other than myself for my happiness. Things come, it's okay. Things don't come, it's okay. That does not mean I'm going to be a doormat for everybody to step on. Hey, I am Vedantin, I am Brahman, it doesn't matter. Doesn't mean that you should go and sit in the hot sun. If there is an air-conditioned room, go and sit there in the air-conditioned room. So implication is, transactions can go at the transactional level. Just because I am a scientist, I know everything is electron, protons, and neutrons. I am not going to eat garbage. Because even though there are electrons, protons, neutrons only, I go for delicious food only. So, the understanding at one level are called Paramarthika Satyam, and transactional level, I have to transact as I transact in a drama where I am on the stage. where I had to play what role I have been given. Because I am taking a costume of that. If I am a beggar role, I have to be like a beggar. I cannot be king there, sitting in the throne. I have to be on the street begging on like any other beggars. So whatever the role that I am doing, I had to play that role very beautifully on the stage as long as I am on the stage. So this is a stage of life where I have been given the role, whether it's a father or a mother or a daughter or a sister or a student or an employee or a neighbor or a citizen, whatever the role that is given to me, in each role that I am playing, I had to play my part the best, then only the life becomes so beautiful. With understanding that I am only playing the roles. I am not the roles, but I am playing the roles. I am not really a beggar. I am a millionaire actor playing like a beggar there. That understanding, then I can play beautifully because it's a drama. That life becomes so beautiful only when I realize this meaning of this sloka correctly, that Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi Brahmagyo Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva tena ganthavyam. And that becomes Brahma Samadhina. So that is the Samadhi. Samadhi means equanimity of mind irrespective of the fluctuating situations in the world. Things will be left and right will be coming. But that's a part of the game. Once I enter into the field, I had to play according to the rules. People will be falling on top of me if I don't play properly. So, playing is not the problem. Roles will have a problem. Just because I am a jnani doesn't mean that nothing will, all problems will still be coming. But I had to play just as the way Lord Krishna plays. In spite of whatever problems we have is nothing there. From the childhood he had a problem. Every Rakshasa was trying to kill him. Right? But at the same time, there was always a smile on his face. Why? He knows it's an atakam. So with that I understand, then the Gita becomes a part of my life itself. So someone asked Swamiji, we went through Gita so many times. So he said, let Gita at least go once now through your life. Because reading Gita is no meaning unless I put that in the practice, then only it has any meaning at all. How do I put? This is the way. So if I understand it, then you got it. You got it, provided you do it as part of your sadhana and you become one with it. So with that, we'll go to the statement into the next sloka, next chapter, that is chapter 5, 18 I have noted here just now. What are the slokas I should cover? In the last day, there were around only 30 slokas here. I can't cover. I can't cover all of them. But 5:18. So if I have that Brahmarpanam understanding, this is what your approach will be when you encounter. This is an example of the state of mind of a jnani. Vidya vinaya sampanne, brahmane gavihastini, sunichaiva swapakecha, pandita samadarshinaha. Together. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini sunichaiva swapakecha Pandita Samadarshinaha. So Panditaha, those, remember the Pandita we've heard somewhere before? Asocyan, Anvasochatvam, Prajnavadam Sabhashate, Gatasu na Gatasum cha, Panditaha na Anusochanti. Right? Those Panditas now. So who is a Pandita? Is the one says, Vidya Vinaya Sampanni Brahmani. So even when I encounter in my transactions a Brahmana, means one who is evolved into this stage, a sage or a saint who has understood the nature of that, whether I encounter him or Mahatmas. So Gavi, Hastini, so essentially either a cow or an elephant, or Sunichaiva Swapakecha Panditaha Samadarsanaha. So whether I encounter a dog or even a dog eater also, that means it's considered a heinous crime. Anyone I encounter, I have equal vision of that. That means internally I can see is nothing but Brahman only in that form, in this form, in this form, in that form. Not that I had to go and prostrate to a dog eater and all that. That's not what it meant by. It means is I have a vision of oneness in everywhere, in spite of the differences here. Still, cow is a cow and the elephant is an elephant. There is no confusion there. But yet, I have understood the essence of the life that is pulsating in the cow is same as the life that is pulsating in the elephant, in the Brahmana, in the Chandala, or in the dog also. That means the love for life comes out automatically. So in all beings, whether it's plants and animals, insects, everywhere, I see the life there. Expression of that Lord or expression of myself also in that form. So equanimity, so all negative tendencies, the respect automatically comes, reverential attitude towards the world automatically comes in every transaction. And that is a real Samadarshinaha, the one who has seen the equanimity of this. So that finishes chapter 5. We'll go to chapter 6. So how do I do this? I told in the morning, at least spend some time, some meditation on this. And everybody complains when I sit in the meditation, my mind is all over, going all over the place. So Krishna gives a recipe here. This is not only your problem, this is everybody's problem. So rest assured that it's not only your mind, other people's mind also goes. So question is only how to do it. So here, 26 of 626. So this is a meditation chapter, by the way. 6th chapter is a meditation chapter. Yato nischarati. Yato nischarati manaschanchalamastiram tatastato niyam yaitatu atmanyeva vasham nayet together. Yato nischarati manaschanchalamastiram tatastato niyam yaitatu atmanyeva vasham nayet. So whenever you find yataha manaha, mind has gone out, you have already solved half the problem because you have recognized that mind has gone out. If you have not recognized, then it's a bigger problem. But if you have recognized that whenever you have found it is not there in the seat of meditation, you are sitting there, the mind has gone out all over the world. Because all over the world it has gone out because it has attachments there. So as you get detached more and more, it will come back to you. So whenever you have found that it has gone out, bring it back. So right there, right then, tatastata, immediately very recognition makes you bring it back and put it into the Atma, where it says, I am that, I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. So that has to be process that has to be done. So Krishna says in this, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha krishnati. By practice, you become more and more. By renouncing what is that superficial, false notions, you realize this. That is called vairagya. So these are the two methods where I had to keep trying until you get it. Now one more point I'm going to give you is this practice of seeing Brahman all the time, does it occur as a discrete event? From now on I'm going to be Brahman? Said no. This is a gradual evolution as I understand. This is what is called nididhyasanam, where I understood in the class, but I had to put it in the practice by constant practice because I had no more doubts now. Sravanam and Mananam are over. First you need that. I should have clear understanding of the truth. Then, even though I understood, I'm not able to feel that understanding as a fact. It's only an indirect understanding, not a direct as I am indeed that. It's called aparoksha anubhuti. Immediate, direct, experiential, that I am indeed that Brahman. It does not occur as a discrete event. Slowly, 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 as you evolve more and more, as you listen to more and more, as you talk more and more, as you keep thinking about more and more, the more the mind into thing, the more mind gets, because we have misused the mind millions of lives before, we had to redirect the mind. Therefore, it does take time. So how do I know I'm going in the right direction? The only way is called, there are 3 FIR reduction. This is Swami Paramarthananda says it. F stands for the frequency of perturbation from that state becomes less and less and less as you get established more and more and more. You are reveling, suddenly when you go out, you get into a situation, emotionally got involved, and all back to the world. All the problems. Doesn't matter. Get back again. Yato yato nischati manas chanchalamasstiram. Whenever the mind has gone out, bring it back again into this understanding. And as you do it, as it becomes a part of you, the frequency of this perturbation of the mind becomes less and less and less. You become peaceful, serene, calm, quiet. Everybody will be jumping up and down. You will be saying, okay, don't worry, everything will be all right, everything will be all right. Even when the problems come to you. Normally we can advise other people. When the problems are others, he says, don't worry. But even when the problems come to me, you recover back also. So the frequency of perturbation from that state becomes less and less. And I's intensity of perturbation also becomes less and less. The amount in which you get disturbed becomes less and less. And the recovery time also becomes less and less. You get back very quickly as things. So this FIR goes down less and less and less as the mind becomes more and more and more established in that. It may take years, it may take whole life itself, depending upon how my mind has been spoiled in the past. Even though I understand it, I'm not able to keep it. So because of this problem, Chitta Suddhi, what they call, is purity of the mind is not complete, and that's why I'm not able to, then not only intellectual understanding, the emotional understanding has to come in together, as Gurudev used to say, like two wings of the bird to fly. And that is what the emotional attachments to something other than myself is causing the problem. Even though in the class intellectually I understand it. So should I go into Himalayas and do it? No. Wherever you are, that's where your vasanas are. In that, if you can go, of course, good. But going there will not help you. You will have problems there. So, where you are, because the Lord has provided you a test place where you can test yourself whether I can withdraw myself. Not that you unnecessarily have to see, put into your finger into the fire and say whether it burned me or not. No. Because of the situations in life that you have to do, as whatever the role that you have taken already, as a father, as a mother, or the student, or whatever role that you have taken, you have to continue that. And you have to do your part the best way, because the society itself has to benefit out of it. That's all our Puranas. Whether you take Krishna Avatara, Rama Avatara, everybody was in the field and did their part, their best. And that's what their examples themselves are showing. Therefore, I have to play the game as beautiful, but play game as a game only. For that, I need to prepare the mind properly. When I enter the mind prepare, and then the life itself becomes a most enchanting itself. Otherwise, it will be a drag. So this is what is to be understood in this. And in the process, the same Brahmarpanam sloka is put it in a different way in this chapter 29 and 30, in the 6th chapter. These are famous sloka, that's why I had to, at least for you to remember and memorize it and apply it also. So we'll do both together, 29 and 30. Sarva bhutastam atmanam, sarva bhutastam atmanam, sarva bhutani chatmani, Vabhutani chatman Ishade yoga yuktatma Ishade yoga yuktatma Sarvatra samadarshanaha Sarvatra samadarshanaha Yomam pasyati sarvatra Yomam pasyati sarvatra Sarvancha mai pasyati Sarvancha mai pasyati Tasyaham na pranasyami Tasyaham na pranasyami Sachave na pranasyati. Together, Sarva bhutastam atmanam Sarva bhutani chatmani Ichhate yoga yuktatma Sarvatra samadarshanaha Yomam pasyati sarvatra Sarvancha mai pasyati Tasyaham na pranasyami Sachave na pranasyati. So when I recognize this, everything is nothing but Brahman. But Brahman is not different from me as I am, the Atma. So sarva bhutastam atmanam. I recognize that in everything, sarvam, in all beings, myself only. I see myself in every being. Sarva bhutastam atmanam only. And sarva bhutani cha atmani. So I am here, I am here, I am here. You think I am like that fragments? No, everything is in me only. So I am infinite in which everything is. And therefore, that understanding becomes from point of a jnani, who knows I am the total. It is me only in that form. It's me only the terrorist also. It's me only other fellow being affected also. That doesn't mean I put terrorists on the pedestal. I have to deal with him in the way I had to deal with the terrorist. So, transaction is different, but understanding with love is different. That's why even Bible says, they hate the sin, not the sinner. Right? That is precisely what it implication. So, Ichate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshanaha. One who sees himself in everywhere and everything in himself, he has the equanimity of the mind that is required. And that becomes a jnana. But from the bhakti point also, should I say, I am that also, I am this also? You don't have to go and declare everybody. It's me only, you don't have to say. You can say also, Yomam pasyati sarvatra sarvancha mai pasyati. Oh Lord, I can see you everywhere. So from the bhakti point, I can see the Lord in whatever form you think the Lord is. I can see His presence everywhere, in His form, in that form, in that form. Because Krishna says again later that I am there in everybody's heart. Heart means essence of everybody's I am only. And that recognition, seeing the presence of the Lord everywhere, that becomes a natural. But until it becomes a natural, I had to see deliberately as sadhana. So that's why I keep telling, in the morning, project the presence of the Lord in everyone that you are going to transact the whole day. Therefore, when you really transacting, you already have projected the Lord is in that form. So you only whatever the action has to be done in that form, with that form, or to that form. And in case you forgot in the emotional attachments in the scene, when you go back in the night, recollect back. So I argued with my wife, I argued with my husband, I really didn't realize it's all that, whatever in that emotional, whatever said and done, recognize back, presence of the Lord, oh Lord, I forgot your presence there. In that process, your mind becomes purified. You can go to sleep comfortably, at least, because that is washed out. That's what Sandhya Vandanam is actually. Sandhya Vandanam says, Suryascha mamanyascha manyapatayascha manyatebhya papebhyo rakshantam. Oh Lord, whatever I have done in the night, please excuse me. Not that so that I can do new. It is meant for cleaning the stuff. So that is the essence of this. That finishes 6th chapter, by the way. So in the 7th chapter, there are 2 important slokas. There are several, at least we had to remember these. It's 4 and 5. They also have a text. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu. Kammano buddhirevacha. Kammano buddhirevacha. Ahankaramiti amme. Ahankaramiti. Bhinna prakriti rashtada. Na prakriti rashtada. Together. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu. Kammano buddhirevacha. Ahankaramiti amme. Bhinna prakriti rashtada. So he says, this is my eightfold nature. So Krishna is declaring, this has to be understood. This is where the Advaita Vedanta comes in so beautifully, where he is trying to differentiate 2 levels of reality. One is, so-called, we are looking at it as a transactional reality in the world, from which the whole universe came. So whatever that I see, plurality, including all these 5 Panchabhutas and the generation of the rest of it. It's actually from the Sankhya. I don't want to get into that Sankhya interpretation here, but in the simple fact, all the Panchabhutas that we know, the 5 elements, Akashad Vayu Agnihi Apa Abja Prithvi Prithivya Vashadaya Vashadebhyonnam. This is Taittiriya Upanishad talks about the. Now from Atma, the Akasha has come. Space, which is the subtlest one. From space, Vayuhu. Vayuhu, Agnihi. Agnihi, Apa. Apa means water. Water to Prithvi. These are grossifications in that have come. And these five are related to the five senses that we have. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These are the order of it. So, sound is related to space because when I'm sitting here, see, I can hear somewhere in the other room somebody talking. So by hearing the sound, I am locating also spatially also some place, some object. So it is a property considered of the space, the Shabda. So that's why the communication goes. So Shabda and the space are related. Now remember, I told in the explanation of when I see an object, I don't see an object per se, I only see the attributes. Remember this, because this is a science and this is a fact. I don't see space, by the by. You may say, I'm seeing space. No, you cannot see. Space is normally, scientifically, it is the distance between two simultaneously observed points. Right? I don't know if I two points simultaneously I'm seeing, there has to be a gap between them. That's a space. Who is seeing? An observer is seeing. Is he in space? Think about it. A conscious entity has to see these two things. Time is gap between two sequential events. That's what Einstein ended. So time and space become related. But there is an observer independent of space and time. That I am. So anyway, Shabda is related to the space, but space itself is recognized by Shabda only. So there is a called Avina Bhava Sambandham, because I cannot see the object directly, I can only see attributes of the object. That's what we went through. So only through the attributes I had to infer there is something that attributes is locused in. And similarly, the Shabda stands for the space. Sparsha stands for the wind. When your wind is blowing, yes, I can feel it. If the wind is stagnant, you will be wondering, well, there is no, at least put some fan. Right? Then you can feel it. So that sparsha is property of the vayu. Shabda, sparsha. Rupa is the flame, is burning, I can see a flame there. It's not by touch and it's not by sound, it is by seeing the flame. I can see there is a fire there. Shabda, sparsha, rupa. Rasa is taste. Without the water, you cannot taste it. If your tongue is too dry, you cannot do anything. You have to wet the tongue in order to taste anything. And Prithvi is smell, because all the beautiful flowers, everything is coming from the Prithvi only. What a beauty. I'm going out of, because whenever anything I see beautiful flowers, vegetables, varieties of things, what a wonder there. Same mud, same water, but beautiful things are coming out. What a tremendous, where I don't need any other proof that there is a God there, right? Oh, that is nature. What is nature? We don't know what nature is. That's all is what it implies. So everything is come. So all five senses in which I can recognize all the objects is only through the attributes of these five only. So here all the five elements, Bhumirapo, Nalo, Vayu, come, plus Manaha, Buddhi, the mind and intellect, and Ahankara, the ego, all are my own nature, my lower nature, my eightfold nature. And the next loka says, Apareya mita swanyam Prakritim vidhi me param. Prakritim vidhi me param. Jiva bhutam mahabaho. Jiva bhutam mahabaho. Yaedam dharyate jagat. Edam dharyate jagat. Together. Apareyamitastvanyam. Prakritim vidhi me param. Jiva bhutam mahabaho. Yaedam dharyate jagat. So this eightfold nature is there, but this is called this essentially apara prakriti. But there is para prakriti, which is different from all these, but beyond all these, which cannot be pointed out, which cannot be seen, which is not any of this category that you are dealing with. Because all this, the sparsa, rupa, rasa, gandha, all five senses cannot reach there. That is para prakriti, and that is my higher nature. Now, this is where Advaita Siddhanta comes and says, there is paramarthika satyam and there is a vyavaharika satyam. A transactional reality and the absolute reality within the transactions itself. So what I am seeing is all things are changing, but there's a changeless entity in all the changing things. That is Brahma. That is Brahma Arpanam, Brahmahavi, Brahmagnyao, Brahmanahutam. That recognition of that which dharyate jagatu, that which supports the whole universe. Without that, the whole universe cannot exist, because its very existence itself that lends existence to the whole world. Now, these are the two things that we need to know. The whole world is expression of existence part of that Brahman. It's not a part. He expresses as existence. So anything exists because of him. Dharyate jagatu. He is the supporter of the whole thing. Support means he is the one from which the whole universe came. Not supporting like holding like this. No, he pervades that just as the gold supports the ring. That means it is the material cause for it. Essence of it. That's why I cannot see material. I can only see attributes. And therefore, I had to recognize that whenever I am transacting the world, the very existence of the whole world is supported by the very existence itself. That is the nature of Brahman. So existence is experienced through the perceptual process. And in the same perceptual process, a conscious entity has to perceive it, because the world doesn't say, I am there. Chair doesn't say, I am a chair. I have to say, there is a chair there, right? A conscious entity has to establish the existence of the object there. I had to establish the existence of the whole world. When I go to deep sleep state, there is no world, because my mind is not there to establish the existence of the world. How can you know? I was there. You were sleeping. But how do you know? You are also not there for me. So you say you are there, but you are also not there. No, I can take a picture of it and show it. You will show me when? In my sleep. For that I had to get up. When I get up, the whole world also is there already. So, a conscious entity that I am has to join the existent entity of the world for me to be conscious of the existence of the world. So, that's what is all transactions is. And between Sat and Chit, between Sat and Chit. Is all the drama. That has to be understood. That's why Krishna says, this is all at a lower level, and that's my higher level. Don't think that Krishna's level, that is you. Me, he conveys at the point of Atma. I am that self. Oh, there's no Krishna anymore? There's no Lord anymore? Lord and you have become one. That's what is Tattvamasi statement. So how can I be Lord? This is blasphemy. No, you are not Lord. You and the Lord, His essence is the same. That's what is Brahmarpanam, Brahmavi means. You are nothing but Brahman with the local BMI. Lord is nothing but Brahman with the total BMI. That's all the difference is. And all these BMIs are only apara prakriti. They have no meaning other than the names and forms. So in essence, there is no difference from I am versus him. Even if he comes also, sir, who are you? I have to say, I am, that I am only. There is nothing else he can say. Because if he says something else, that's only, again, apara prakriti. If you ask gold, who are you? It say, I am a ring, I am a bangle, but I am not even a ring, I am not even a bangle also. So that is the essence of the whole Advaita philosophy is packed in those slokas. Let's do the 7 also. Just Matta parataram nanyat Kinchidasti dhananjaya Mai sarvamidam protam Sutre manigana iva. Together. Matta parataram nanyatu kimchidasti dhananjaya Mai sarvamidam protam Sutre manigana iva. So there is nothing other than me. There is nothing beyond me. There is nothing beyond means beyond I am. And I pervade this whole entire universe, providing the very existence for the whole universe. And here he gives an example only, but the example is not complete. So, Sutre Maniganaiva, like a thread going through all this, the money, the pearls, forming a necklace. But in that example, the thread is different from pearls. But here we have to say it is invisible. The analysis only, it's invisible. What you are seeing is only the pearls that you are seeing, but there is a one that is dharyate, that supports all that you cannot see, but I am that also. That has to be understood in the process. So here Krishna goes into I am this, I am that. He is showing all vibhutis. I am balam, balavatam asmi, tejas, tejasvam asmi. I am this, I am that. Everything that you see, glories, it's me only. So whenever I see the beauty in anywhere, because Krishna gives so many things, that examples, that Arjuna is familiar as his Vaibhavam Vibhuti, but whenever we recognize the glory, recognize its expression of the Lord in that form. It's a beautiful music kacheri. Oh, what a beautiful Lord himself is expressing through that. In everything that you see, beautiful dance. She cannot even lift without his presence, right? Lift her hand, lift her leg. It is the expression. But when she beautifies, she's bringing the Lord so that you can also see the Lord. So that implication is, what should I do? You try to express the Lord by beautifying your life to the way that you can within your capacity. That is the purpose of life. Whatever role you are playing, beautify it so that not only you, generations can be looking at you as an example and then follow it to you. That is the very purpose of life. That is the beautification of life. That becomes the Lord Vibhuti will be expressed in whatever capacity that your BMI can do. That you have satisfaction that I have done my part, my best. Okay. We'll go to 9th chapter. The famous slokas here. We'll take a couple of slokas here. That's 4 and 5. These are some of the famous slokas of this chapter also. 7 and 9 are very, very famous. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina Mastani sarvabhutani nachaham teshvavasthitaha nachamastani bhutani pasyami yogamaishwaram me yogamaishwaram bhuta brunnacha bhutasto brunnacha bhut mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. Together. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina mastani sarva bhutani nachaham teshvavasthitaha nachamastani bhutani pasyami yogamaishwaram bhuta brunnacha bhutasto mamatma bhuta bhavanaha. So, maya tadamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. Everything that I see is I am pervading this whole entire universe in unmanifested form. That means you cannot directly see. Because whatever you see can only be forms. So, but I am in and through the forms. So, all things that you are seeing is nothing but me only in different names and forms. So, maya tadam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. I pervade this entire universe. So, where should I go to meet the Lord? In the temple? Temple I can go if I don't see Him anywhere else. He's also in the temple. At least I should recognize Him in the temple. But not only is in the temple, He's outside though. So I cannot be a devotee only in the temple. I had to be devotee all the time because He says He is pervading everywhere. Masthani sarva bhutani. All beings are in me. Nachaham teshu avasthita. That does not mean the property or the suffering of the beings belong to me. This is where has to be. The gold can say all rings and bangles and necklaces are in me. But whatever the ring suffers or the bangle suffers and all, that is due to the suffering of the particular form. Has nothing to do with the gold. It will not affect me. Now apply to yourself. If I understand I am pervading all over, the body is suffering, the mind is suffering, all the BMI itself is undergoing. It does not affect me iota. Why? Because I am pure consciousness, untouched by it. Only my presence, the body, matter is dancing. If it's not properly dancing, there's a matter problem, not my problem. So back pains will come, neck pains will come, this pain will come, that pain will come as you get older. Sitting is a project, getting up is another project. But this is a property of the matter. It should not matter if I understand it, that it's not mine. So that is the understanding. It says, I pervade this, everything, but it will not affect me. But look at the next statement. Nachamastani bhutani. I'm not there even in them. Just now he said, I am there in every being. But immediately he changed his mind. He says, Nachamastani bhutani. Pasyami yoga. Wait, look at my glory. How do you understand it? This is why we need a teacher today. We need Advaita teachers. Mahatmas have how beautifully explained. The gold can say, all beings, all rings and bangles and everything are in me. They are raising in me, sustained by me, and they go back into me. It can declare. But yet, no ornaments are in me. Just now you said all ornaments are in me. Only for your convenience, because you're only looking at the ornaments. In fact, there are no really ornaments. What is there is only gold. Is it not? So gold here, gold there, gold there, gold there. You are only for transactional purpose. You call it a ring, you call it a bangle, you call it a necklace, you call it, and you make gold in another form and give me another name for it. All are just names and forms. It's only me. There is no ornaments in me. No divisions of any kind. I am just pure gold. I was gold, I am gold, I will be gold, whatever you call. Now understand, from the Paramarthika understanding, in and through every form, it is only Brahman only. It's not that I have to see Brahman, you are seeing only Brahman in that form. Follow now? Only confusion and misunderstanding, all that because of the mental understanding, that has nothing to do with the Brahman. Hence he says, Nachaham tesha avasya, their problems do not belong to me. That is problems of individual minds, due to confusion, due to lack of understanding. But the truth is, as it is, it's me only, everything itself. So that understanding I have to keep in mind as I live in the world. So until then, I had to develop a devotion to that for me to see, because when I love something, then I can see beautifully. So the devotion towards the Lord is an initial step to see this clearly. So at least I should have a reverential attitude for that. So how do I develop that attitude? So when the child says, I don't believe in God, you are saying, at least practice on the child itself. Go to a temple, do the puja, teach the children, this is the way we have to do it. That has to be inculcated for that, because even though Lord is everywhere, I do not have the vision that Lord is everywhere. Yes, Lord is chair also, but I do not have the capacity to put namaskaram to the chair. Once I say the chair is the God, I don't like to sit on God. My reverence says that's a chair, now it's a God. So, understanding is one level, practical application has to be understood. Therefore, for a training as well as for bringing up the children also, this is important as a family that prays together, stays together, right? That has to be done. How do I pray? Here Krishna gives you that two beautiful slokas, 26 and 27. Patram pushpam palantoyam, patram pushpam palantoyam, yo me bhaktya prayachati, tadaham bhaktyupahrutam, Ashnami priyatatmanaha, together. Patram pushpam palantoyam, yo me bhaktya prayachati, tadaham bhaktyupahrutam, ashnami priyatatmanaha. Ashnami priyatatmanaha. So patram, pushpam, palamto, you know, or you're familiar with this. So whatever you can offer it to him, a flower, a fruit, anything, because what is that really you can offer? Everything is his. Just now he said, everything is me. So what can I offer to him? Oh, I bought this flower, the fruits from the shop. So did you grow them? It came from the land. It is the one who developed. Because of him only it came. Oh, that's mine. That is his is different. This is mine. I brought it and he brought some. No. All this mine and yours is because of ownership. Since I have that ownership, offer it to him at least. Oh Lord, this is yours, but I am giving it to you because I have a notion that this is mine. What I am offering it is, Tvadiyam vastu Govinda, Tubhyameva samarpaye. This is yours only, I am offering it to you. But what I am offering it is my wrong notions that this belongs to me. That's what you are really offering. So it doesn't matter whatever you offer, because everything is his only. So at least you should have the attitude of offering it So give at least patram, pushpam, palam, toyam, anything you at least in the morning recognize that he is everything and everything is because of him. By very recognition of that fact is what is important there. Therefore offer that as the first thing before you go to offices and all that as a starting point. Oh, I don't have time. If you have time to drink coffee, you have time for putting a flame and offering. So this is a part of the Indian methodology of training the children and training yourself, what you parents taught, what you learn, and you have to pass it on to the children. So the value of it, when they are in trouble, they know where to go. And not only there, he gives you another most beautiful sloka in the next. Yat karoshi yadashnasi karoshi yadashnasi yad juhoshi dadasi yat juhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushya madarpanam tat kurushva madarpanam. Together. Yat karoshi yadashnasi yad juhoshi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Says, what else I can offer? Offer anything you do, offer it to him. That becomes a prayer. So not only it is in the temple now, anything that I am doing everywhere, it doesn't matter what is the nature of the action, offer it to him. Because he says he didn't qualify here. Yat karoshi, yad ashnasi, whatever you eat, whatever you do, offer it to him first. Mentally, because he is everywhere. Where do you offer? When you are taking it also, because he is there, aham vaishvanaro bhutva praninam deham ashrita. I am there as a vaishvanara inside you also. Because you cannot even breathe without my presence there. So recognize and offer. The offering is only a mental notion that this is me, this is mine. That ego gets offered in the process. And that is karma yoga, that becomes a jnana yoga, that becomes an understanding of brahmarpanam, brahmahavi, brahmagya also. So here Krishna essentially tells in so many ways. Wow, my list is over here. So, we go to the last sloka. There are so many other slokas. There is actually 13th chapter where Kshetram, Kshetragyam, there is a Mahavakya involved in the 13th chapter. I am the one who is a knower in all fields. Kshetragyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. So know me as the knower of all fields, that I am the knower in everyone. So he is the one who is really knower also. So, but we don't have time to know that sloka more. So we'll go to the last sloka, end of the sloka by Sanjaya. This is 78, chapter 18. That means we finished all other slokas. Yatra yogeshvara Krishno, yatra yogeshvara Krishno, yatra partho dhanurdharaha, tatra svir vijayor bhutihi, dhruvani tirma tirmama. Together, yatra yogeshvara Krishno, yatra partho dhanurdharaha, tatra srir vijayo bhutihi, dhruvani tirma tirmama. So wherever the Lord Krishna is there, Yogeshwaraha, who is the Yoga Ishwaraha, is the Lord of all the yogas, Krishna is there. And where there, yatra partho dhanurdharaha, where the Arjuna is there with Gandivam, dhanurdharaha, tatra svir vijayo bhutihi. There is guaranteed that they are going to be success. This is indicating to Dhritarashtra by Sanjaya. You say, you think you are going to win? This is the fact going to be. Because Lord is there and Arjuna is there. Now, we have to apply to our life. Because Arjuna is not here at least. Lord is everywhere. So, yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, whenever there is a Yogeshwara, Krishna is with me. So when I carry him now as my Parthasarathi, he is driving my life now. In my life, he is the one who is holding the what are you called? Reins of mine. He is in the driver's seat. So when I recognize, not that he is not there, I am now recognizing after Gita class, I think he is the one because I can't even lift my hand without him, right? I can't blink my hand, my eyes, without his presence. So, but recognition that he is the driver of my life itself, in all my activities in my life. Yatra Yogeshwaraha, Krishna is there. And there when I am ready with what? With my Gandivam, it means I am well equipped to perform the action that need to be performed in the field of action. There, the victory is definite. Now you follow the sloka now? Tatra svir vijayor bhutihi. Therefore, what should I do? Recognize the Lord is there driving your life. Is there, but recognition is important. Upadrashta mantacha bharta bhokta maheshwaraha. In 13th chapter it says, he is there behind you all the time. Bring him down from front seat. Let him drive the chariot, or let him drive my life itself. Every step, recognize the presence of the Lord and perform. So when that is happened, then automatically whatever I do has to be dharmic action. Because only Krishna comes whenever there is only dharma. And when dharma is there, Krishna is there, and you recognize the presence of the Lord, and when you perform like a Dhanurdhara, where he is Savyasachi, he can perform the best. That's why Arjuna says, I don't want you to fight. All I want you to be my driver. I am ready to fight because if you are there, I can do my part, my best. So you have to do our part, our best in all our activities, knowing very well it is Krishna is in the driver's seat. That recognition is the very knowledge of application of Gita itself. That's what the final statement, where Mama Dharma, where my Dharma is to follow whatever the Krishna is. What Krishna says is Krishna follows the Dharma, and whatever the dharmic way, I follow automatically, doing my part, my best behind the scene. There, I cannot but succeed. But if I attitude that it's because of him only, the success, offer that yat karoshi, yat ashnasi, yat juhoshi, dadasi, yat, offer it to him. Oh Lord, this is yours only, you take it. I am free. So, we have to develop that attitude in our daily activities. So, with that, our Gita class also will be over. But before you take, I want to emphasize how you apply in your life, and that application becomes important to put Gita, let the Gita live through your life. So several exercises I have given. I want to re-emphasize that aspect. Those may be doing already. But the first thing in the morning, when I get up in the morning, recognize the presence of the Lord. All other things can wait. And even few seconds, few minutes, the more you do, the more you are involved in it. Recognize the presence of in everyone that you are transacting with. See the Lord there. In your wife, in your husband, in your child, in your thing. In that form, I had to serve Him. So when have that attitude, the first thing, your mind is already prepared to face the day-to-day activities. And when you are facing, even with this knowledge has not come at that time because you are involved. When you go back in the last thing in the night, think of the Lord, recollect back. Oh Lord, I forgot about you there, I forgot about you there, I forgot about you this year. But let me at least remember next time I should remember you more. So essentially, it is recollecting back and putting back His presence there. In the process, your mental agony will be going away. The mind becomes purer and purer. This is the daily sadhana. And the more you bring the Lord as in the driver in your life itself. So this Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna is already taking reins. The more he takes the reins, that means the more your mind is thinking of him. That Brahmarpanam, Brahmahavihi, Brahmagnya sloka comes alive in the life itself. Then every activity is a prayer only. But for that, I need to practice step by step. And slowly, slowly, the frequency of perturbation from the state, the intensity of perturbation from the state, and the recovery time of perturbation from the state goes down and down and down. The mind becomes calm, serene, and you will always be smiling face whenever, wherever it is required. You don't have to smile when you go to a funeral function. No, there you need a compassion. But the smile comes automatically when you think of the Lord. You will have compassionate because they are nothing but me only in different forms. So every expression in life becomes beautiful. Life becomes worth living only in that state. And you enjoy the life irrespective of what it is. Therefore, smile comes automatically. And with that, we're going to stop here. And is there some Gurudakshina something here? Books are there? Or we don't have books. Okay. Those who want, this is a tradition. It's a Gurudev teaching. Whatever you want to offer, I think he's going to do your envelopes. If you have gained something, only. If you're not gained, there is no problem. If you gain something, it is a tradition to give back something in return, not to me, to the Gurudev. There is a place there. Offer something because it's a Chinmaya mission, because we are able to meet here and discuss all this because there's a building here, a ready-made air-conditioned building here for us to walk in and walk out. Because somebody else gave and provided this. And we have to provide this so that somebody else can get benefit out of it. That's exactly what they're going to do. So whatever you can do, if you don't have money, if you don't have checkbook, our treasurers are very efficient. If you put IOU slip, they will be following, provided you give the phone number or some address. So that whatever you can do, offer it there. And with that, we will conclude. We will do Purnamada Purnamidam and then Chinmaya Mission Pledge, and then we can disperse. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Let's do Chinmaya Mission Pledge. We stand as one family, bound to each other with love and respect. We serve as an army, courageous and disciplined, ever ready to fight against all low tendencies and false values within and without us. We live honestly, the noble life of sacrifice and service, producing more than what we consume and giving more than what we take. We seek the Lord's grace to keep us on the path of virtue, courage, and wisdom. May Thy grace and blessings flow through us to the world around us. We believe that the service of our country is the service of the Lord of Lords, and devotion to the people is the devotion to the Supreme Self. We know our responsibilities and give us the ability and courage to fulfill them. Om Tat Sat. Yes, we know our responsibilities. Thank you. Plans are to start every summer something for people to attend. So some other Acharya also may come. So we'll have next also summer also we'll have something here.